This is a story about a man named Lehi, his wife Sariah, and their 4 sons, Laman, Lemuel, Sam, and Nephi. The Lord asked Lehi to leave their home in Jerusalem because Lehi was warning the people about their wrongdoing, and they wanted to harm him. The family traveled for 3 days into the wilderness. Nephi along with his brothers went back to Jerusalem to get some important records. Along the way, they faced many challenges. They also got married to the daughters of Ishmael in the meantime. They gathered their families and continued their tough journey in the wilderness until they reached a big body of water. Nephi's brothers caused trouble. Nonetheless, Nephi built a ship, and they named the ship Bountiful. They successfully crossed the big water and arrived in the Promised Land. This story is told by Nephi. Chapter 1. Nephi started writing the history. Lehi, his father, had a vision where he saw a fiery pillar and read from a book of prophecies. Lehi thanked the Lord and predicted that the Messiah will come. But he warned that Jerusalem would be destroyed. The Jews didn't like what Lehi was saying. He was persecuted. This all happened around 600 BC. Verse 1. Nephi, who had good parents, learned much from his father. He faced many challenges in his life but also received blessings from the Lord. He had a deep understanding of God's goodness and mysteries. That's why he wrote down his life story. Verse 2. Nephi recorded his story in his father's words, a combination of Jewish teachings and the Egyptian language. Verse 3. Nephi was confident that the record he was creating was accurate. He personally wrote it by hand, based on what he knew to be true. Verse 4. At the beginning of King Zedekiah's rule over Judah, many prophets came to Jerusalem. Nephi's father Lehi lived in Jerusalem all of his life, including the same time frame. These prophets warned the people that they needed to change their ways and repent, or else the great city would be destroyed. Verse 5. As a result, Lehi, Nephi's father, prayed to the Lord. He prayed with all his heart on behalf of his people. Verse 6. While Lehi prayed to the Lord, a pillar of fire appeared and stayed on a rock in front of him. He saw and heard many things, which made him shake and tremble. Verse 7. Afterward, he went back to his home in Jerusalem and lay down on his bed, completely overwhelmed by the Spirit and all the things he had witnessed. Verse 8. In this state of being overwhelmed by the Spirit, he had a vision. He witnessed the heavens opening up, and he believed he saw God seated on a throne, surrounded by countless gatherings of angels singing and praising their God. Verse 9. During this vision, he saw someone descending from the middle of heaven, and this being shone with a shine greater than the midday sun. Verse 10. He also saw 12 others following this figure, and their radiance surpassed even the brightness of stars in the sky.